Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today it's the weekend and we're gonna do another draft of... Wait, Core 2019 again? Wait a minute, you're serious? Okay, yep, I guess it is serious. So, I guess that's what we're gonna be drafting again today. Oh, okay, so we can actually see what our tier is, so that's not too shabby. At least we can kind of define this. I hope the same can be said of the opponent's setup. So, anyway, without further ado, let's start the draft. See how, and right off the bat, very decent rare. Missed the day when this was an uncommon. Again, this might be a bit expensive to get to, but if we do take the Pelaka Worm, we are going for a ramp strategy. So we will be looking for cards like Dry Green Seeker. If we didn't take Pelaka Worm, Angel of the Dawn Star Crown Stag would be a decent option. Shino Paramancer is good for a super aggro option. Regal Bloodlord's okay, but you would rather see him in pack 2 rather than pack 1 when you have an idea you're at least in one of two colors. Nightmare's Thirst. This is some removal that's specific to the life gain deck, so I'm actually torn between Pelaka and Angel of the Dawn. I'll take the Pelaka Worm. Let's go big. And then we have a few options. We could take the Manolith now, but let's try to stay in green for now. So nothing else really stands out. Satyr Enchanter, maybe. There is a decent reasoning that you could take that if you get enough Gift of Paradises, maybe a copy of Talents of Wildwood or two, you could go for the Satyr Enchanter. Let's see if we can wheel him back. On the other hand, we could just take the Poison Tip Archer. This one's much better. It can add. This one's much better. So we'll definitely take him. So we're kind of green black. We got some decent options. Doom Dissenter. Well, definitely not taking the Scepter. That's way too expensive. So, well, Tree's not expensive, but you need 3 charge counters, and that's 4 mana per charge counter. No. Perhaps if we had the Proliferate team, but not in the set. So we could take the Doom Dissenter or the Giant Spider. Let's take the Giant Spider for now. Blanchwood Armor, something decent. We might get the Vine. Actually, let's stick to mostly green. Let's see what we can. Let's see what we could hook up. Okay, now we get the good. Well, Dagger Back Basilisk, good choice, but we'll take Rise from the Grave. We might be able to buy Pelaka Worm back, something like that. So, Explosive Apparatus early. We'll take the Doom Dissenter here. Woodland Stream. Yeah, maybe we could splash blue. Vampire Neonate. Sure, but I'll take the Titanic Growth. Because... Okay, Root Snare. Would I rather have a Root Snare or a two-headed zombie? Definitely not Duress. Duress is more of a constructed card. I'll take the zombie for now. And Infernal Scarring, sure. It is an aura. Greenwood Sentinel wheeled back. That's good news. So, okay. We got the... Yep, nobody wanted that. Sure, let's take another copy of Scarring, but that's going to the sideboard. Catalyst Elemental, sideboard. Swamp. Okay, sure. So, decent opening here so far. Now, we need to be on the lookout for removal. So, Lich's Caress is okay. Rabid Bite is probably what I would much rather have. Runic Armasaur, it has decent stats, but it's very defensive. I'd much rather have Gravedigger over it at least. So, I'm going to consider one of these two removal spells. I'll take their Lich's Caress. As expensive as it is a guaranteed destroy target creature. Stitcher Supplier, we might have a combo of sorts, but I'll just take the Rabbit Bite for now. So we're in the lookout for more creatures. Yeah, Skeleton Archer is decent. Highland Game is decent. We'll take the Archer for now. There are a decent number of single point targets, and worst case you just ping your opponent for 1. Sky Scanner, definitely a good target. Good pick for us. Centaur Courser, same thing. So we're more on the 3 to 4 slot. Do I want the Hired Blade or another Greenwood Sentinel? Here's the thing. We do have our curve right now. We have one, two. We basically have two creatures here. I think I'll take the Hired Blade though, because it's something we can surprise our opponent with. There you go. This is a better 2-drop, at least for, in my opinion. Child of Night. Forsaken Sanctuary. Oh, not taking the Oaken form. Probably not even the Epicure. I'll take the Forsaken Sanctuary. Just in the off chance there is a red splash, a white splash rather. Doom Dissenter number 2. So we're not exactly accelerating towards Pelaka Worm. Not a single. Okay. Stitcher Supplier. I'll take it because it's an uncommon, but I'm probably not gonna run it. There you go, Highland Game. Mine Rot, sure, but not gonna run it main. Nobody likes Tolarian Scholar. And okay. Okay, this is a draft where everything goes right. So at this point, if anything goes wrong, it's all my fault. I'm definitely taking Vivian Reed here. We're so definitely already in color.
I won't lose more.
I'm not taking the Phylactery Lich though. We actually had one game where we trounced around that. So we're still in the lookout for removal. We technically have only Rabbit Bite. What's that? Lich's Caress. Maybe the Poison Tip Archer. But we do need some acceleration also. I can take the Gift of Paradise. It nets us life also. Or I could just take the Elvish Rejuvenator. We're not too shy in creatures, I think. So let's do count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're not too shy in creatures. So I'll take the Gift of Paradise. And I will take the Reassembling Skeleton because this is more annoying. I'll probably drop the two-headed zombie to the sideboard. Probably mistake though. I will take another Rise from the Grave though. Colossal Majesty, no. Colossal Majesty, not so much. I will take the Tornhide Wolves instead. So let's do a curve count. So we have a bunch of 5s here actually, so we need to be careful. 2 Rise from the Graves might be too much actually. And the Infernal Scarring, it's decent, but I might actually just choose to drop that instead. So given that, let's just take the Macabre Waltz. I might like the Macabre Waltz better, but I still need to make cuts. Well, when you cast an aura spell, so Gift of Paradise is an aura spell. Blanchwood Armor is an aura spell. Infernal Scarring is an aura spell, so I could take this one and just start the combo up, I guess. Let's see how it fits up. So we have plenty of options, and we need to make significant cuts. Totally. Okay, so yet another option here. Talons of Wildwood. Root Snare. Yeah, sure. Let's take Hate It Out. Infectious Horror. Sovereign's Bite. Okay, so we're gonna need to make significant changes to our deck. So if we're going in the now take note, we only have a single Druid of Horns, so we need to consider the payout carefully. Talons of Wild was just +1/+1, but it does give trample, and we can buy it back, so I might actually prefer that. So Macabre Waltz, probably not. Child of Night to Assembler. So we have a decent creature suite on turn 2. Turn 3, decent suite. Also Rex Sage. Sky Scanner. Decent 4-drops. We probably have way too many 5-drops, so I might drop the Rise from the Grave. So we still need to make at least one copy. Now we need to make 2 more cuts. Let's see if we can cut 1 creature and 1 non-creature. I might just drop the Reassembling Skeleton. Sure, it's nice that you're able to buy him back, but one thing to consider is that we want to keep spending mana on the cards we draw into. Now that said, we don't exactly have much in the way of card draw, so we have to. I think between these guys, the Reassembling Skeleton might be the weakest one here. We don't have a Death Baron to take advantage of buying him back over and over. So Skeleton Archer Druid. So we do have some So let's check our creature count. 16 creatures. If I were to drop, I'm keeping this one just to keep the Druid of Horns package. I also kind of want to make our deck mostly green if possible, but I might have to cut a green card this time. So Pelaka Worm is way too high up here in 7. I will need to cut a green card. I will keep the Gift of Paradise though. Lashwood, Rabbit Bite. I could cut the Titanic Growth. No. I could cut Rex Sage actually. No, let's keep that there. Druid of Horns, Giant Spider. Okay, because all of these cards are way too good to keep. We might have to find a weak one here. Probably the Highland game. Either the Highland game or the Titanic. No, I'll cut the Highland game. So we kind of want the 10-7 split on our lands. So let's make it 10-7s. Normally you want to max out the 10, so you kind of want to max out 10 with one color unless you're monocolored. So I think this should be just about right. We do have Gift of Paradise to fix our mana a bit. Now I'm still thinking over the choice between this guy and Elvish Rejuvenator, but we only need the ramp, particularly for Pelaka Worm and maybe Vivian Reed and Lich's Caress. So I think the color choice is better. So this is green-black. So not Gruul. Pretty much every deck I've been doing has been some sort of beatdown deck. I apologize if there's not so much choice in the way, but we do have a combo here with reassembling skeleton, but I think I'd rather have the better creatures overall, like in my opinion. So Golgari, ramp beats. No, it's really more beats than ramp. That's Poison Tip Archer there. So this is our deck. We did really well last time, so we did manage to hit 7 wins. I don't know how far we're gonna get this time. We're not exactly rare heavy this time. Our only decent rare is Pelaka Worm. Well, we do have a mythic now in Vivian Reed, but the previous deck, the rares were much more useful. Especially the Transmogrifying Wand. That was a very good one. So actually this one's okay. We just need to draw 1 green mana. But I'm not gonna ditch this one because we already have a turn 2 play at the very least. So watch me get burned by this hand. And our opponent plays Rustling Falcon. Okay, we drew our white source, green source. I'm all over it all day, so not too bad. So normally we tend to knock 1 once for 1 with flying. Our opponent's not going to attack into it though, so there's that. So we have I don't have to drop this guy immediately. I can just drop him turn 4 anyway, so let's see. Bait the counter spell or bait some removal at least. This is admittedly not the best use, but I can just use him to chump block later. But our opponent has something. Disperse? It's probably gonna disperse now. It didn't matter when he was gonna disperse it because let's say he just yeah, there's the disperse. It didn't matter because if it hit the graveyard anyway, I could still buy it back. So that was the 2-for-1 answer, sorts. Now there's an even win mage we'll need to be worried about. So I kind of need 1 more mana. I could just play Greenwood Sentinel, Centaur, Courser. No, Greenwood Sentinel, Doom Dissenter. Let's start emptying our hand a little bit. Now our opponent's probably blue-white flyers. We are now looking. If we can get another land, I'll have a choice. I'll have multiple choices. Probably not Vivian Reed. Actually, no. We do have. This is actually a decent one. Let's say we draw another green source and he plays another flyer. Oh, okay, he didn't, so let's go into combat first. Let's attack with the Greenwood Sentinel. Probably not gonna be doing any blocking here, so that's something to consider. I could jump. Let's play this. Let's play the bigger guy. So we're now in the lookout for a green source. Or just another land. At least another land I can destroy if he, whatever big threat he drops. Ooh. He's a bit land shy though, so... Okay. Let's go into combat first. I might actually throw the Doom Dissenter away here. So he's going to take all of that. So I'm going to take 2, 4, 6, 7. You have to play the Sky Scanner. Let's see if we can draw into our land. Yep, it's the one we need, so we have options. I'll also play Child of Night 2. So there is a Cleansing Nova that I have to be concerned about, but it will wipe his board too, so maybe not too shabby. I'll definitely block. Okay, because right now it's at 7. I cannot afford to not block one of the Aven Wind Mages. So I'm gonna have to go for it. So I might actually take a break after this game, so you're just gonna see me pause it and whatnot. So, but let's see what our opponent does. He's going to have to attack with well, he knows I'm gonna attack with everything. So if he attacks with everything of his, he's wondering if he can outpace me. Vivian's definitely gonna destroy creature with flying. Okay, he's gone all in. I have to block one. So, okay. Let's see what his big follow-up is. If his follow-up is a flyer, I'd really be happy. Okay. Could be sleep. That would be my concern. So let's attack with everyone first. Let's note this is a sorcery. No, if it was sleep, he would have played it already. So we need to be careful with our life total. I could just play Vivian Reed, take out an Aven Wing Mage. He's gonna jump the Rustwing on top of something. Okay, so we're at 9, so one spell puts us at risk. I have to assume that he's not all flyers, so I am going to just dump Reed. Please no Cancel's gonna be backbreaking though. So I have to snipe something out of the sky.
That can't help you now.
So our opponent will now need 3 instants to kill us instead of just 1. So we at least dodged that bullet. I could have used Lich's Caress, but I have to assume that he has a non-flying creature that I need to kill. He's gonna try to kill Vivian, that's for sure. He can't let her run around. I'm hoping he has something like a Sarah Angel. Something I can just... Something I can kill. I actually have enough to go lethal if he goes shields down. He definitely has to play something. It's just a question of what. He's taking his while to think. Okay, Pegasus Courser, so... If he takes out Vivian, that pads my life total a bit. I probably should go for the kill. I probably should go for the kill at this point. If there's one thing that being aware of which spells are common in the set is probably the most important thing. That's one thing I haven't been doing properly. So he's actually going for my face. He's going to race it, I guess. So draw that. Okay. Let's Lich's Caress first. Okay, so we got through. So we do it. So we did pad our total a bit. Yeah, and our opponent concedes because we have lethal on board. So that's actually a pretty promising start. And apparently Vivian Reed is primed very well against the white blue, and maybe even the blue black decks. So I'm going to take a bit of a break. So I'll see you right back shortly. Okay, we're back. Dinner was very delicious. Now let's see if we can make this run very satisfying as well. So we got our first game in, pretty good. At least we know that we have quality rares. Now, as boring as it may seem, having a deck that is streamlined and conventional, at least it guarantees that you just need the same skill set, same discipline. The discipline in your game will change if you play a more combo deck, a deck that relies on particular interaction. Okay, so speaking of which, we will get a few draw steps, and I already have 2 colors, so I am going to keep this. It's basically just all about discipline. Now, I was willing to take the risk on this one because if we're a bit behind, I can play Sky Scanner first, hopefully draw into more lands as time passes. And depending on the situation, if I get stuck for a while in tree, I can hide the Hired Blade. Regular play, I can play Center Courser. The Blanchwood Armor is a bit of a miss, but the Gift of Paradise is not. Probably will not run this out immediately, though. Especially if our opponent's taking his time with Tormenting Voice and whatnot. However, all of this will be for naught if we do not draw our 3rd land. So, Naki Ogre. Okay, good news is we drew our 3rd land. Now we need to... Actually, I can fake this. Let's pass the turn. So I'm going... Okay, let him attack. He might have the removal for this, but... Let's see. If he has the removal, I am taking 4 damage. It does get 1 removal spell out of the way. So now, if I draw another land, I can... No, not... Okay, so... We are a bit land shy though, so do I want to play Sky... Yeah, we have to... As much as I don't want to play Sky Scanner now... We need to try to draw into lands. So I'm willing to throw it away for the Ogre. Okay, we didn't draw into a land, but hopefully the next card we draw is a land. I might have to start ditching coursers at this point. Our opponent's making his way through his mana base, so... I will pitch the Sky Scanner in front of the Ogre, that's for certain. It's also concerning that this possibly means our opponent might have a Demanding Dragon. Okay, so far it's not that. Okay, so we drew our 4th land. I can play Gift of Paradise onto... Okay, wait. You know, that's a bad idea. Because right now, I need to target a land that is untapped, because I do need to tap for mana. So I'm going to tap it first, target this land carefully. I'm going to play the Doom Dissenter. At least it'll give me a blocker over time. And depending on the situation, I will have Lich's Caress open. So right now we're trying to out-attrition our opponent. Our opponent's playing mono red, so Tormenting Voice was pretty much his card draw. So thankfully, well, this is gonna have haste. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm actually gonna have to block the Hellion. I want our opponent to shuffle it back in, so let's get that out of the way. Actually, no, I didn't have to block it. I could have just blocked something else. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake. So let's get rid of the Trash Master first, though. Again, we're padding our life total. Alternately, we could just place Centaur Courser and a Greenwood Sentinel. No attack, so we're still kind of defensive. In hindsight, I probably should have blocked the Ogre. I did not read that card carefully. So if you play something big, I will have Lich's Caress for it. So I'm gonna save this for as long as I can. Okay, maybe not for that. If he tries to offer trades, I will take the trade. Okay, so we're now making up on mana. So 1, 2, 3, we are at 6 mana. I can cast Centaur Courser into Blanchwood Armor. I could just cast Giant Spider. Yeah, let's give ourselves... Let's pad our life total even more, I guess. First things first, though, I'm going to attack with the Centaur Courser, see what he trades with. He might just trade 2 of his... Hopefully, okay, he's not trading at all. So we'll go for it. Blanchwood Armor on a Centaur Courser, so at least it's 5/5. So we have that out. Hopefully our opponent does not have another Act of Treason, otherwise we're in real trouble. If he has mana for a Spark Tongue Dragon, he will probably take out one of my blockers. Okay, I think he's going for it. Actually, it hits any target, so... Wait. Is it any target or target creature? Hopefully it's target creature, because if it's any target, I automatically lose on the spot. Definitely holding the Lich's Caress at that point. Fire X. Okay, I have no outs for that one. Good game. I was saving it for something big, but Banefire is something I couldn't save up for it. Oh well. So 1 win, 1 loss. That one couldn't be helped. I guess I could have just taken out one of his creatures right then and there. Basically, I allowed my life total to go way too low. That was probably the mistake. I think in hindsight, I could have played the Sky Scanner later. I could have just dumped creatures, forced him to have actual removal. So I will keep this one though. So we have a turn 2 into a turn 3 play, and our opponent mulligan. So that's okay. So sometimes having way too many choices, you can paralyze yourself. So let's see. I'm more likely to play Greenwood Sentinel first, especially if our opponent's gonna be mono red again. Okay, no, it's red green. Greenwood Sentinel. I can actually just play Child of Night. No, this is probably gonna eat the shock, but I'm okay with that since I have a lot of other creatures that can, that's gonna die to shock. Fish Rejuvenator. So I really don't want to trade this off. That is a problem. I will probably play Centaur Courser first. attacks. In fact, I am willing to trade for these two. No, I Goblin Motivator. This might probably signaling some Talents of Wildwood 3/3. I will make the trade though. Or yes, I will destroy that. Okay, or at least I'm gonna force him to trade 2 for 1. Now he can buy this back. But he's in a position where he might have to empty his board or not. So okay. So the board is slightly simplified. Now he could just make this guy a 3/3 again, so we're off to the races at this point. Now if he's spending his mana on that, I'm okay. It's basically a good Lich's Caress target. If he attacks with the Motivator, I might actually trade with Reclamation Sage. So this is a no. So since I don't want to lose the Centaur Courser, and since he's down to 1 card in hand, not efficient, but I'll take it. And I will attack with all. No, he might... I would be glad if he actually trades this off. That means I won't be surprised out of the blue by any creature. It also means he can't buff up the Motivator. So in theory I should win, but anything can change off the top of the deck. I don't have any of my... Well, he doesn't have any of his big cards either if he's taking his time to play out creature. Rebuy it, so... Combat. I don't recall there being any big sweepers, so I'm gonna dump these two guys out. So what am I looking for now? Pelaka Worm would be great. My opponent seems to be stuck at this point. Gift of Paradise is also great. I'm gonna hold on to it because there is no need for me to show that part off yet. Now, possible our opponent might have some... Okay, I was gonna say a Hired Blade, but that's probably not. So I'm really curious what he has in hand if he hasn't played it out yet. If he's stuck on lands, that's... Okay, he's got a Giant Spider. So I can get him down... If he suits it up, that's okay. I can get him down to 2. But I probably should wait it out a bit. He could have a Rabbit Bite. Okay, so he's just gonna get rid of this guy. That's okay. So I'm gonna swing with these two. If he trades with the Doom Dissenter, I'm perfectly fine. No, it's most likely just gonna pad it up. Kinda wish I had Skeleton Archer. But Tornhide Wolves will do for now. So any opportunity we have to bring our opponent's life total down, we'll take it. Now that said, because of the talents, we're not gonna take out Giant Spider profitably. I'm still concerned what he has here. Though it's most likely a land considering he hasn't really played anything at all. Also note that unless he has a quick burn spell, we've got this. So I'm gonna just attack first. There are no flash creatures in green or red. Probably a burn spell. That's my guess. Titanic Growth is not gonna cut it. So let's see him declare. Because he's down to 4. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much a good game there. So as long as we're careful with our fundamentals, we can win. So yep, we have a decent deck. It's not bonkers, but we have to be disciplined not to cause ourselves to lose. So not bad, not bad. 2 wins. Let's see how much more we can go. I'm still thinking that second game was winnable. I probably made the mistake early, either with the Sky Scanner or... is it Sky Scanner or another creature? Huh? Now let's see what we're facing up against this time. Still haven't drawn our Poison Tip Archer, so we never got to see that elf in action. Okay, so we got pretty much the same thing as previous, but we do have options and we do have a bit of a combo. So against my better judgment, I am keeping this. We need at least one more land, preferably 2. And we got 3 turns to draw it. Okay, we drew it, so that's good news. I'll play the green one first because let's not get careless. Opponent's also black-green. I should expect a green with Sentinel. Can't do anything about that. So, gonna pass the turn there. I'm gonna play a turn 3 Centaur Courser since that's expected. If I can play the Druid of Horns, I will. So opponent's going aggro. Yeah, I'm definitely playing Centaur Courser. And we got our 4 mana, so my concern is we might see something like an Infernal Scarring. Reassembling Skeleton. Oh, that's perfectly fine, so at least I'm holding off the board. This one complicates things, but let's see if we can... So actually with this, so I just need to keep these guys alive. If I send him in now, skeleton blocks. I'm scared that he might have the skeleton archer. I'm not gonna attack yet. So let's see. Actually no, if he has skeleton archer, it still won't make it. Poison Tip Archer, however, will be annoying. So my first goal... Oh, it has to target this guy. But that's okay. So my first goal is to try to force him to... Well, now he's going to chump block with both of those. That's perfectly fine. So it's kind of trade 2 for 2. So now I'm going to play... So I'm going to play Sky Scanner next. Then next turn, I'm going to buy back Talons, put it on Druid. Okay, this is the part where it gets painful. But I definitely don't want to... So I need to find a way to force our opponent to trade this guy off. Talons is not going to do it. Blanchwood will do it. It's kind of annoying that I'm not... Well, I have to play them... Well, actually I could just play... The 3/3 tokens will also do it too. Okay, snipe. At least that wasn't too bad. So... Good news, we got to see it in action. The bad news, it's not on our side. So, actually... Thankfully, we do have an out. Let's get rid of this guy. No, it's just gonna jump with this one. That's okay. I am willing to trade the token for the archer. Next turn, I will try to make another token first. If I can get our opponent to... Ooh, that's bad. Oh, well. But I'm still willing to trade. So I need one more mana. Let's see, this casts 5. Creature or land card. Let's offer the trade first. then play Tornhide Wolves. So we're basically hoping to get... Well, at least the Lich's Caress is gone now, so that's one less issue. One less concern. Okay, drew into land number 7. So he's gonna trade those off, as expected. And now he's gonna wish he's... Well, he might still have another one. In which case, at least I'm back to a safe life total. Okay, so that's gonna stomp things a bit. Let's trample already. Let's see. Can swing all in. He could choose to trade with them. Oh, he's not gonna trade. So 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's... So at least we're getting true. Okay, so now just gonna gum up the board, but these guys have trampled, thank goodness. And wait, what can I raise from the grave? Druid? Actually, I'll force the trade first. Some popular comic book character says, what would break first? Your spirit or your body? Alright. Okay, he has to do the math carefully because he is facing trample damage. So he's gonna absorb all the damage here. I will clean it up. He won't trade. Okay. He might have a pump spell. I'm perfectly okay with it, actually. So he's going to do an explosive apparatus to take out the Palaka Worm. So we're going through. And the board is entirely... Well, not entirely clear. So... Time to break his spirit. No. My graveyard. I got the best creature. Yeah, one copy of Rise from the Grave is pretty good. And he has the Daggerback Basilisk, but he doesn't have enough to cover the trample. Okay. Yeah, it's not often I'm gonna play Vivian. I'm probably gonna hear him I'm probably gonna see complaints all over MTG Arena. And I actually joined the Facebook group also, so I'm probably...
Balance comes.
Yeah, just me showing off. I'm just sorry. Actually, I might have... Probably not. But he should at least take out the Palaka Worm. Okay, so... I think what happened was our opponent went through a lot of his cards very early. Also, we weren't exactly quite pressured. Him playing the Lich's Caress... It's hard for me to say if it was too early or not. I think he did play it at the right time. She did. Well, it's a Chandra avatar. I'm just so used to using the word he, so... Not pronoun he, so again, apologies. Okay, at least I can use he safely here. So far so good. This one, again, we're short one land, but at least everything we need is in green, so okay. So we are taking risks every time we keep a 2-lander, considering everything we have is a 3-lander. Would I suit up the Courser immediately with Blanchwood Armor if I get the chance? Maybe not. So far we had 2 games where it paid off, 2 games where it... One game where it didn't pay off. Actually, no, I think the first game was safe. Okay. Okay, so this time it did pay off. So our opponent is gonna ramp though. I really would have much rather had this, but can't. Beggars can't be choosers. So I'm going to get our black mana out. So I might just choose to rabbit bites. Well, depends. But in the green-white combination... Oh, there's the one card I wanted to rabbit bite. But can't. Okay, so... Okay, so let's play Doom Dissenter. Then rabbit bite the greens... Green Seeker or Sentinel, which one is the more dangerous one? I think... Okay, I'm gonna gamble on the Green Seeker. Probably a mistake. So he's gonna see if he grabs another. He doesn't get another land. I'm assuming he does have. So I'm going to just swing for now. So Doom Dissenter is just gonna jump in front of the Vine Mare. Okay. Let's make sure it's blocked. Wait. Can't be blocked by black creatures. Oh. Okay, that's it. Okay, so finally that little bit of text did apply, so I need to hold back green creatures now. Okay. And Sky Scanner, okay, we can bypass that. So far I don't see any enchantments yet. Again, need to be careful. We will have to hold back the Courser. I will take out the Sky Scanner though. Let's swing with the zombie. So one more mana, we can get Tornhide Wolves out. Otherwise, I'm just gonna plaster the Blanchwood Armor on Courser maybe. Opponent is doing well in mana. It's got his own Tornhide Wolves. It's probably not gonna throw his Vine Mare. We can ditch another Doom Dissenter, I guess. I'll play the center Courser, so at least I have an option of double blocking. So technically we're behind in terms of creature count. Also because our opponent was able to accelerate quite decently. We've also missed a few. We just need one more land drop, though. Having missed that hurt a bit. Giant Spider. At least it slows down us attacking rather than getting them to the offensive. So I'm gonna play my own Tornhide Wolves. Next turn next turn I'll dump the Blanchwood Armor, so at least he's now a bit like flooded now. Okay, so I'm going to dump the Blanchwood Armor on this guy. There's no Blessed Light effect, I think, so I'll just swing with this guy. He will have to throw in. So he's gonna he's gonna be chumping for a while. That's the good news. In worst case scenario, if I lose this, I would prefer to at least take. I would wish to take care of the Vine Mare first. Okay, that's. So we lost the Blanchwood Armor. Rex Sage would be great. No good targets for the Rise for the Grave yet. If he attacks with both of these, I will just block. Okay, so he's not biting. So past the turn, nothing interesting. Looking for something like point. Okay, Lich's Caress. We can destroy the Tornhide Wolves with it. So I'm gonna do just that. combat, I will go in with the skeleton archer and one centaur courser. He can block that just fine, so he's just gonna take 3. Yeah, I'll end the turn there. So next turn we're gonna rise this guy from the grave. Hopefully I did not play this one only for our opponent to play something bigger. Okay, Gift of Paradise, that's not... Well, that pads his life total. He probably is the one with the... Okay. So let's offer the same thing again. So I'm gonna play Vivian now. Oh wait, I can destroy target enchantment.
The wild wasn't
Perfect.
meant to be contained. No one said restoration was painless.
So there are utility ways to use Vivian Reed. It's not all our... And our opponent concedes at that point because we basically broke the deadlock. So far so good. We've kind of won a lot of games off the back of Vivian Reed. Haven't won a single game with the... Okay, so that's nice. So I'm gonna claim that prize. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the screenshot of this one first because I'm gonna change the art to Vivian. She's won more games at this point. So give me a second. Control Shift print screen. No, just to double checking to see if I did if it did save. Just a quick break, not too much. Okay, so I did save that one. So something more appropriate. Vivian Reed All-Star. And now on to game 6. Let's see if we can hit our 5th win. So as much as we criticize, it only hits flying creatures. There are actually a lot of incidental things you can hit. Sometimes, sure, some of them could be some minor as hitting well, remember the one of the games, Rex Sage knocked out the simple enchantment, but it messed up the combat mat quite a lot. So opponent goes first. Again, I'm taking a risk. Actually, the risk is significantly bigger because this is a turn 5, this is a turn 7. I'm gonna mulligan this one this time. And okay, this one's more palatable. Turn 2 into a turn 3 play. And to a turn 4. Yeah, I'll keep that. So it's not just enough to say, oh, I know I have something to do on turn 3, I just need to land. You have to kind of build your game plan around it. Opponent's playing white-blue, so... This could also potentially just be one color. Okay, so it's flyers again? Oh no, Daybreak Chaplain. So... Doom Dissenter, not gonna get around that. So this is a very good wall. I'm expecting a flyer to follow up next. Or the deckhand becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it. Well... I can target it. But would I rather target it now or... Let's play the Sky Scanner. Okay. Then again, it's only until turn 5 I'll get a decent creature to hit it with. Let's play the Sky Scanner first. I think I can afford to take one hit. Okay, so we've got the lands we need. No attacks. I would like to draw the Poison Tip Archer at least once. Be able to play it out. So I'm actually gonna pitch it this time since I do need a bit, something with a bigger backside. If you Surge Mare can't be blocked by green creatures. Okay, that might be sort of an issue. So let's see. Turn 4, Druid of... Yeah, play the Druid of Horns turn 4. I'm gonna swing in with the Sky Scanner. Turn 5, Tornhide Wolves. Now he gets the loot, but he will have to spend mana just to make the loot reasonable. So what I might do is I might choose to block it first, make him spend the mana. Yeah, let's make him spend the mana. So we're taking a bit of a beating right now. So I could play the Tornhide Wolves now. I can't block it anyway. I can play the Doom Dissenter. And just to stem the bleeding. Okay, so these guys are holding the fort. I just need to win in 21 turns. Probably not gonna happen. Well, at least it happened now than in a much more critical turn. Okay, so this is the part where I hope I draw into Lich's Caress. Skeleton Archer's not gonna do it. He's only gonna block at this Field Sea Serpent, so I'm gonna have to take the hit. So I'll play the Tornhide Wolves first. Could use an enchantment could use an aura any moment now. So this one's not the greatest payoff. So I'm gonna... So I need to win in 20 turns now. That's gonna take a while. So I need something to nuke this one. I only have one card that can do it though. Dwindle. So that's jump blocker mode. Okay, sure. Gift of Paradise will buy me some time. Wait. Again, let's be careful. 1, 2, 3. Play Gift of Paradise on the forest. So we have... So at least we padded our life total a little bit. Am I willing to sacrifice the Druid of Horns just for this guy? Let's just hit him with Sky Scanner for now. I'm kind of waiting for this guy to attack so that I can take a cheap swing at Daybreak Chaplain, then hit with Skeleton Archer. Okay, there we go. So again, so I'm basically just buying blocks here. Oh wait, no. Combat. No counter spell. Okay, let's nuke the Chaplain once and for all. Then I'm actually gonna hold on to the Blanchwood for now. I don't exactly have life gain, but I could dump it on the Sky Scanner, make a faster clock. Especially if our opponent's not spending mana at all. Okay, now he's spending mana. I think he sees the writing on the wall at this point. So now it's time for us to rush. So can't be blocked by green, so I need to hold the skeleton archer back. Really just only one attack at this point. So I'm kind of racing at this point. I need to find an answer to Frilled Sea Serpent, or I just need to find a way to keep going. Herald of Fate is gonna be a problem. Well, he didn't spend that. At least he didn't spend the mana. So come on, Vivian Reed. So okay, I'm kind of flooding at this point. If I hit for 5, he hits back for 8, and he regains life. But I can't hold back. If I hold back, he just keeps attacking. I have to go for it. Basically, I'm deciding between losing quickly and losing slowly. It's annoying that these also happen to be swamps. If these were forests, it would have increased my clock, I guess. He did attack with the Frilled Sea Serpent, so I could have swung in with these two, but I would just be throwing the Druid away for nothing. So he gains 2 life, he goes up to 11. I go down to 2. Wait, he didn't pay for blockers. Okay, Druid of Thorns gotta go. So I've been tossing creatures right and left. No, my fate is dependent on this card, and he's spending a lot of mana. Salvage your secrets, return target instant or sorcery, uncomfortable chill. That just buys him some time. So thankfully I did find my answer. So now here's the thing. I could block this guy safely. I can do blocks, but there won't be any trades. I could hold this guy back. I could just swing for now, I guess. I'm gonna swing now. I'm gonna make him use it. So there, he uses it already. So at least it's out of the equation. And I can still block with a full 3/3, so I will take 6. I'm definitely blocking Surgemare. If he's gonna try to race in the air, I know I can win that race. So I'm on the lookout for Vivian or Poison Tip Archer. So far, looks like he's drawing blanks. So am I. So here's the thing. If I swing, I can't block enough at the same time. I actually have to hold back, so no attacks, unfortunately. So it's now he could, and that's what kills me. So in the end, I kind of drew a few lands too many, but that was worth it, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see if no, he won't dignify me with that one, but well, that was a very close one. I just needed another threat, I suppose, but oh no, we drew the same number of lands, so it's perfectly fine. So this run is not so great, but respectable 4 wins, so I can't complain too much. Still looking for our 5th win. Any game here could be our last. Let's hope it's not the next one. So we're now up against Rick and Morty. And speaking of which, I am having a bit of a craving for nuggets. Sichuan sauce, anyone? So black mana would be great. This might actually be the first time I'll ever get to cast. So worst case scenario, at least I could Sky Scanner into Talons. Okay. Okay, someone commented on YouTube. I don't know. Is it for me or someone else? Anyway, I will play the Sky Scanner because it is the only thing I could play. Please give me a black swamp. Forest is fine. I can Druid into Talon at least, so it's not a complete wash. I can Druid into Talon into Blanchwood, but that's way too greedy and very scary against these colors. Okay, so we finally drew our source, so... What do I play first? Okay, I played the Poison Tip Archer first. Doesn't mean much since have no intention of blocking... I have no intention of blocking Bogart Brute right now. So it might dissuade any future attackers at least. Oh, this is all Menace deck. This is gonna be a problem. So I can play Doom Dissenter. I could put Talons on... Let's see, do I want Talons or do I want Blanchwood Armor? Blanchwood Armor is very greedy. I'll play the Talons first, I guess, but where do I put it? Sky Scanner, no, I'll put in Doom I'll put in the Doom Dissenter at least. And I'm gonna hold the Sky Scanner back. So I'm gonna try to trade off with the two-headed zombie. Now he could just off the Doom Dissenter at this point. We'll see if this gets true. So I'll get a zombie at least on the knockback. Okay, shock. Okay, so it comes back. So at least I didn't take 6 to the face. And life totals are a little bit closer now. Now having all the small goblins might not be a great idea. Okay, so I can play Child of Night. Wait, I can actually play Skeleton Archer, knock one token, nuke one token. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna hold these back again, but this time I can block the two-headed zombie. Well, he might still have a trick. He is going for it. Let's go for the obvious blocks. Trumpet Blast will wreck me, but it's better that it does it now than in a much later position. So I will take 5, unfortunately, but I can follow it up with Child of... Another land would be great. I want to play Druid of Horns and Child of Night. And watch all the triggers flood, so we're actually much closer to life than the situation calls for. Opponent's a much more aggressive deck though, so okay, thankfully Tormenting Voice is not an aggressive card. Okay, so we got what we wanted. I might actually choose not to block. So the thing is, I have to swing with child. Wait, let's do the math. So at least I got a creature out of the equation. So I need to so I'm gonna cast this one now, so I can actually swing with both of these. Hopefully get some life back. As much as I want to pump the Child of Night, I need the creatures more. Black-red isn't exactly that well known for big sweepers, so we might actually sneak a win out with this one. And actually, good props to Poison Tip Archer. It kept the life totals closer to parity. So I will accept the block though. Then Talons of Wildwood is just gonna give me another creature. Trumpet Blast, yeah. But Trumpet Blast on a single creep. Okay, so even if he gets it back, it's perfectly fine. None of it trampled over. Thankfully, I didn't try to be a hero. And it comes into play tap. So now, the play is buy back, but don't be greedy. Actually, it didn't matter. I kind of had the win anyway with the zombie token. But padding my life total seems to be more important in this case. So, yeah. So 5 wins, 2 more wins to go, but any loss would end this run. Pretty happy with 5 wins at this point. And I can only blame myself for... I could blame myself for the first loss. I can blame my land draws on the second loss. But everyone did very well. Our opponent our opponents didn't make any mistakes. We didn't kind of make any mistakes. Kind of good game. A good game of Magic in the sense that it is not because of a backbreaking error. Okay, I might have made the backbreaking error in one game. I think even the second loss there was an error there as well. So let's see. Now we're racing for a 6th win. Okay, so we got our lands. We got a 2-drop into a 3-drop. So I am willing to keep this. Could use more gas. Well, so black could be kind of aggressive. Yeah, could use more gas. Okay, got what I wished. There's some more gas. So turn 2. Okay, so opponent didn't have a turn 2 play. So, but we do. Got turn 2 play into a turn 3 play into a turn 4 play. And maybe a turn 5 play. We got the mana already. We just need to have something good. So Duress, he's gonna take out our Rise from the Grave. That's a bummer, but it's okay. But it also means that he can't hit us with Neonate unless he plays another... Oh, he's trapped on lands. So... No point trying to surprise our opponent. Attacks. In fact, I'd rather drop the Poison Tip Archer first before attacking. Yeah, actually having the tooltips. Okay, so opponent seems to be in the mono black plan. He's being punished for his lands though. So let's play this guy. Swing. In fact, I'm gonna swing with both. If he chooses to block this one, damage gets... Oh, he's not blocking at all. He could have blocked this one safely. I did. So we're kind of in a race situation. Gonna protect the Poison Tip Archer. So our opponent might So our opponent might be having mana problems. He's kind of missed several land drops at this point, actually. So, but if you think of it, I don't know what's in his hand that he was willing to keep it. I'm pretty sure there's a 3-drop somewhere in the future. Yeah, I'll play it out. He's way behind at this point. But he could... But here I can say that our opponent could have made a few different plays. He could have held on to the... He could have held the Neonate back to block the Greenwood Sentinel. So he could have been at 9 at this point instead of... He would have been at 9 life instead of 5. Okay. This might be too little too late at this point since I'm going to swing with everyone anyway. Okay, let's go. So he will take... So depending how he blocks... Yeah. Actually, I would have traded with the Hired Blade. Well, it didn't matter. Okay. It didn't matter in this case. But yeah, if he had blocked... He had several blocks where he could have padded his life total. He wouldn't have been dying to... dead that quickly. So mistakes have been made. So I already finished the 5 monocolored decks at this point. I'm gonna finish the last 2 of the 2-color decks. I forgot all about the Merfolk deck. Sorry. So I'll probably do the green-white deck, then the green-blue deck. Then the next week afterwards, I'll probably try to see if I can make several changes to the format I'm doing. And okay, this is it for all the marbles, and our opponent gets a rematch. So he knows what we have. We barely know what he has, but he does seem to be a life gain deck. So I will go first. Child of Night into Rabbit Bite. Maybe Blanchwood Armor. So our opponent knows we're quite aggressive. He's gonna mulligan appropriately. So this is the weird case where we're playing quick constructed, but this is now game 2. Okay, so definitely lead into black first. If you place Neonate, okay, it's leading on white. So Johnny's Fountain of Renewal. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I have to play Child of Night first. Then, if he plays into a Johnny's Pride Mate, at least I have the Rabbit Bite ready. But I have to be very quick about it. Probably expecting a Johnny's Pride Mate right about... Oh no, Daybreak Chaplain. That's worse. No, it's not. We have an out. Let's see who's the better life gain deck. It's gonna be So we are open to being 2-for-1 at this point, but we need to... But we can... But now, even if he plays a Johnny's Pride Mate, we can Rabbit Bite it out. So we just need to be careful about any other big threats. Luminous Bonds is a problem, so that locks us out until we can get Rex, Sage, or Vivian. That's not too bad. I can still play Doom Dissenter. I could still Rabbit Bite the Daybreak Chaplain, but I'm going to opt not to. Because I really need to hit a Johnny's Pride Mate, not his Chaplain. And until I draw Lich's Caress, this is pretty much my only removal. So Loxodon Linebreaker. I will trade with this one. If he swings, I will trade up. Something to the skirt. So we got a Greenwood Sentinel. Okay. Okay, let's play the Doom Dissenter first. Yeah. So I will attack with this guy. Need to start chipping on his life total. So given the given this situation, if you place Pride Mate, I can trade up to 5 power. Neonate. I might have to trade for that one. He swings with both of these. I will trade the. I will throw the Doom Dissenter in front of the Linebreaker bus. Well, at least he's not gaining life off that anymore. So we're both stranded on mana per se. So I need to draw. Vivian would be really great. I could Rabbit Bite the Neonate just to get out of the equation. So we got another land. He's really not blocking with Vampire Neonate. He's probably he's really afraid of something. So right now I am kind of taking advantage of the fact that I know he's never gonna block with Neonate. Our opponent does know what we have in our deck though, so he has that advantage too. Strengthening Spores, so we're gonna take 4, maybe we're gonna take 5. So it's kind of okay at least. So need to start holding a creature back. So basically waiting for him to drop that one big payoff that I can. Hired Blade, okay, played that way too. But at least I now know what to hold back for. So he's gonna gain life. He might swing with just a chap. Okay, if he swings with Linebreaker, I will trade. So okay, got our Vivian Reed. But more importantly, we got our enchantment removal.
Wild animals I like. People,
let's click
not
the
so
Luminous
much.
Bonds. Oh, they let you.
This is nothing.
So I am still gonna hold back the zombie token, but I am gonna start hitting back now. I could Rabbit Bite, but not yet. Witch's Caress. Okay, he finally did answer it. So at least I'm digging for creatures now. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 mana, so if I can draw into Palaka Worm, it's great. Kinda wish I used the Rabbit Bite now, but
I'm not losing everything again.
okay, each opponent used to gain life. Centaur Courser. Let's use the ability.
The
You might
wilds
get.
are my shield.
Nope, just more lands. We at least ditch the Titanic Growth and all those extra lands, I guess. Do I use the Rabbit Bite now? Okay, let's not use the Rabbit Bite just yet. I'm not in a hurry to use it, though it's a shame I lost my big beater. So at the least I can still dig for one more creature. That's the good news. Oh wait, no, he's gonna take that one. So I have to dig for Rex Sage. Perfectly fine, I guess. Okay, so still drawing into lands. I'm probably gonna pull the trigger now. If he blocked with Chaplain, that's good. I will. Okay, he's not gonna block with Chaplain. I think I'm gonna really hold back. Okay, so maybe holding back was not such a great idea. Now if I can... So I'm really looking for Rex Sage so I can Get him back, get Vampire Sovereign back. Lich's Caress, answer Vampire Sovereign. Lands are not gonna answer anything. Probably should out the Neonate now. No attacks. And now he draws a Johnny's Pridemate. Couldn't be helped. At least he's not gonna gain life off this one yet. And I can finally answer that one. So, but I have to hold a lot of creatures back now. Opponent. Novice Knight, that's okay. So if he attacks with Pridemate, I'm just gonna block it. Attacks with Sovereign, I'm just gonna block it. Attacks with... okay, just gonna block it. Wait, I can Rise from the Grave something. That's in my deck? What's in his deck? I can raise his Vampire Sovereign. Yeah, right now he has the better creatures. Just pass the turn here. Duress, yeah, you got me. It's just a forest. So let's see. We do have a few outs. That's not one of them. Let's play the forest first since he saw that. I'm gonna start putting pressure on him though. So Centaur Courser doing some good work. Could get easily undone with a removal spell of sorts. Knight's Pledge makes it 3/5. Okay, he wisely held back. I'm not gonna throw the Centaur Courser away on it though. So let's see. I'm still land flooded. That's the problem. Now what I could do is I can hold the Vampire Sovereign back just to block the Chaplain once, but afterwards a Johnny's Pridemate gets out of reach. In fact, what I could do is I could double block. Is he gonna... okay, he's giving me that option. But he's staring at his hand as if he has a pump spell. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. It's probably a mistake. I probably just walked into a pump spell. Spire Charge. Yep. I could have outed this one at least, I guess. But now I'm in serious trouble. Okay, if I Lich's Caress, at least I should... I'm gonna at least 2-for-1 this one. Now the 4/4 is more dangerous, but it's just gonna keep getting bigger, so I'm gonna... let's just caress that one. Really need to hit Vivian. No, the Rex Sage might not do it. Okay, wait. So at least I got nuked that combo out. Now I just need to draw into something that isn't a land. Not the 16 cards. I have 11, 12. So 5 of these cards are lands. The rest are gas. But I'm gonna 4, 5, 4, 8, 12. So I'm gonna go down to 1 life. Nope, there's no answer around this. This is basically a good game. It's a very close run, and our opponent actually managed to get his vengeance, I suppose. Yep, and Centaur Courser is not gonna do it. Well, you know how I feel about people that say it first, but then again, I did play everything out. Could just be a lag thing. So not too angry about it. Besides, it was kind of obvious. I had only one card. These colors are not wipe colors. Well, he does pump the Pride Mate, so it's... Oh, wait. That's actually very... Oh, that's a very interesting win. Okay, I kind of approve. So, we didn't quite get 7 wins, but 6 wins and 3 losses is not too bad in itself. So, maybe I should have played the Rabbit Bite earlier. That's pretty much the only thing I can think of. So, no matter how well we think we are, how good we are in this game, there are always ways to make things better. So, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. So, last 2 constructed decks coming up this week. And thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time.